Let me ask you something. How do you start your day? Do you wake up feeling energized, ready to conquer whatever comes your way? Or do you hit snooze, roll out of bed at the last minute, and rush into your day feeling reactive and overwhelmed? Because here's the truth. How you start your morning determines how you show up in your life. It's the foundation of your mindset, your energy, and your ability to execute at the highest level. If you wake up in a panic, scrolling through your phone, reacting to emails, or dragging yourself through the motions, you've already lost control. You're not leading your day is leading you, and that is not how high performers operate. The power of the morning routine is undeniable. The way you start your day dictates how you show up in every aspect of your life, your work, your relationships, your health, and your mindset. Most people wake up and immediately go into reaction mode. They hit snooze, grab their phone, and get sucked into emails, social media, and notifications. Before they've even taken a deep breath, their mind is flooded with external demands, stress, and distractions. They start the day already feeling behind, already feeling overwhelmed. But the most successful people in the world don't let their mornings happen to them. They design their mornings with purpose. They understand that the first hour of the day is the foundation for everything that follows. If you wake up and take control of your energy, your focus, and your actions, you create unstoppable momentum. You go from reacting to your day to leading it. You step into your power before the world even knows you're awake. A great morning routine isn't just about waking up early, it's about what you do with that time. Your brain is in its most programmable state in the morning. Your subconscious mind is open and receptive, meaning the thoughts, emotions, and actions you choose in those first moments are what set your internal thermostat for the rest of the day. If you start with stress and negativity, your brain locks onto that frequency. But if you start with movement, gratitude, and intention, you build an unstoppable mindset that carries you through whatever comes your way. Movement is key. Physiology drives psychology. The moment you wake up, your body has been in a state of rest for hours. If you don't move, you stay in a sluggish state. But the second you get up, stretch, do push-ups, jump, or even take a cold shower, you shift your entire energy system. Blood flows, oxygen circulates, and your brain wakes up. You go from feeling tired to feeling alive. And when you feel alive, you show up differently. The next step is priming your mind. High performers don't wake up and hope they'll have a good day. They create it. They start by feeding their minds with positive, empowering thoughts. This could be through gratitude, affirmations, or visualization. When you wake up and list things you're grateful for, you rewire your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. When you visualize your goals and see yourself winning the day before it even starts, your brain begins looking for ways to make that vision a reality. Finally, before stepping into the chaos of the day, you need clarity. If you don't set your priorities, distractions will set them for you. Spend a few minutes writing down the 3 most important things you need to accomplish. Not 10 things, just 3. The fewer, the better. When you have clarity, you have direction. And when you have direction, you move with purpose. The power of a morning routine isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about showing up for yourself. When you take control of your mornings, you take control of your life. Your mindset and energy in the morning shape everything that follows. The way you think and feel in those first moments after waking up sets a mental and emotional tone that will carry through your entire day. If you wake up feeling stressed, scattered, or negative, that energy follows you into your work, your conversations, and your decisions. But if you take control of your mindset and energy from the start, you set yourself up to perform at your highest level. Most people don't realize that their emotions in the morning aren't random. They are the result of their habits. If your first action is checking your phone, you're letting external information dictate your internal state. You're immediately reacting to emails, news, or social media, which floods your mind with distractions, comparisons, and stress. Before you've even taken a deep breath, your energy is already scattered. And once you start the day in that reactive mode, it's hard to get back on track, but when you make a conscious choice to take control of your mental state, everything changes. The key is intentional focus. Choosing what thoughts, emotions, and beliefs you allow into your mind first thing in the morning. You do this by directing your energy toward things that empower you rather than deplete you. One of the most powerful ways to manage your morning mindset is through gratitude. The human brain is wired to focus on problems. It's part of our survival instinct. But when you consciously shift your focus to gratitude, you override that default setting. Instead of waking up and thinking about what's wrong, what's missing, or what you have to do, You start by acknowledging what's good, what's working, and what you appreciate. This small shift changes your emotional state instantly. When you start your day feeling abundant instead of lacking, empowered instead of overwhelmed, you carry that energy into everything you do. Another game changer is visualization. Your brain doesn't know the difference between something vividly imagined and something real. When you take a few moments each morning to see yourself succeeding, acing that meeting, crushing that workout, having a productive and fulfilling day, you're training your mind to expect success. And when your mind expects success, you take actions that align with that expectation. Managing your energy is just as important as managing your thoughts. Your energy isn't just about how much sleep you got, it's about how you move, breathe, and fuel yourself. If you wake up sluggish and stay in that state, your energy remains low all day. But if you move, stretch, breathe deeply, and hydrate first thing, you create an instant energy shift. Your morning isn't just about waking up physically, it's about waking up mentally and emotionally. When you choose to start your day with the right thoughts and the right energy, you don't just improve your mornings, you improve your life. Discipline and consistency are the foundation of success. Anyone can have a great morning once in a while, but the people who truly excel, those who achieve their biggest goals and live with purpose, are the ones who commit to their habits every single day. It's not about motivation. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes, and if you wait until you feel like it, you'll never build momentum. Success is built on discipline, the ability to show up for yourself even when you don't want to. The way you start your morning is the first test of your discipline. If you hit snooze, you're already training yourself to break commitments. You told yourself last night that you'd get up at a certain time, and the first thing you do in the morning is break that promise. It seems small, but it sets a dangerous precedent. When you allow yourself to make excuses in the first 5 minutes of the day, what's stopping you from making excuses all day? But when you practice discipline from the moment you wake up, getting out of bed immediately, moving your body, sticking to your morning routine, you train yourself to follow through no matter how you feel. Consistency is the difference between those who achieve massive success and those who stay stuck. You don't get fit by working out once. You don't build wealth by saving money for a week. You don't master a skill by practicing occasionally. Everything great is built through small, daily actions that compound over time. It's easy to underestimate the power of consistency because the results aren't always immediate. You won't see a life-changing difference after one great morning, but after weeks, months, and years of intentional action, the transformation is undeniable. The problem is that most people give up too soon. They start a new habit, feel excited at first, and then the moment life gets busy or they don't see instant results, they stop. This is where discipline separates winners from the rest. The ones who succeed aren't the ones who are always motivated. They're the ones who keep going even when they don't feel like it. They do the workout when they're tired. They stick to their schedule when distractions arise. They follow through on their commitments even when no one is watching. The key is to make your morning routine non-negotiable. It's not something you do when it's convenient. It's something you do because it's who you are. When you approach your mornings with that level of commitment, everything in your life improves. You build momentum, you create confidence. You prove to yourself day after day that you are someone who takes action. The truth is, success isn't about doing extraordinary things. It's about doing ordinary things with extraordinary consistency. When you master your mornings, you master your habits. And when you master your habits, you master your life. Winning the morning isn't just about having a routine, it's about having a strategy. You need actionable steps that set you up for success. Practical, repeatable habits that you can implement every single day to take control of your energy, focus, and productivity. Too many people wake up and let the day dictate their mood and actions, but the most successful people in the world do the opposite. They take control before the world demands anything from them. The first strategy is movement. The second you wake up, your body and mind are still in a slow, restful state. If you stay in that sluggish mode, it will take hours before you feel fully alert. But if you start with movement, stretching, jumping, push-ups, a short walk, you immediately shift your physiology. Blood starts flowing, oxygen reaches your brain, and your energy skyrockets. This isn't just about exercise. It's about waking yourself up from the inside out. A powerful body creates a powerful mind, and movement is the fastest way to activate both. The second strategy is gratitude and mindset priming. The way you think in the first minutes of your day dictates how you respond to challenges, opportunities, and stress. If you wake up and immediately focus on problems, you set a negative tone. But if you take a moment to focus on what you're grateful for, you rewire your brain to operate from a place of abundance. Write down 3 things you're grateful for or speak them out loud. This shifts your emotional state instantly and prevents negativity from taking control. Next is visualization and intention setting. Your brain is constantly scanning for what's important. If you don't tell it what to focus on, it will default to distractions, stress, and negativity. But if you take 2 minutes in the morning to visualize your goals and see yourself succeeding, your brain starts looking for ways to make that vision a reality. High performers don't just hope for a great day, they create it in their mind first. They picture themselves crushing their workouts, having productive meetings, making smart decisions, and staying focused. By doing this, they align their subconscious mind with their conscious goals. Another critical step is planning your priorities. Most people go into their day without a clear plan, which means they spend hours reacting instead of executing. The key is to decide before the day starts what your biggest wins will be. Instead of making a long to-do list, pick the 3 most important tasks that will move you forward. When you start the day with clarity, you eliminate overwhelm and distractions. You work with purpose instead of just being busy. Finally, commit to consistency. None of these strategies matter if you only do them once in a while. The real transformation happens when you make them a daily, non-negotiable part of your life. The more consistent you are, the more natural these habits become. Soon, you're not just winning your mornings, you're winning your life. One intentional action at a time.